Hey, welcome back to Fade the Mahoney. It is preview time once again. Slate 1, Series 4, Predators, Diamondbacks. We're joined by Casey Bennett of the Diamondbacks. Casey, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All the loyal fans will know Casey made a brief appearance in the Super Bowl pick show, and he did this.
Of course, the script is already written. We all know
Mhm.
Mahomes is going to go out in probably the second quarter, maybe early second quarter, as the Chiefs are already down a little bit, and it's going to look like an Eagles runaway game, maybe at halftime, say like 21-7 or something like that. Then, middle of the third quarter, we're going to see Pat Mahomes trot out of the locker room on a busted ankle just to lead the Chiefs all the way back to a win.
Which was without a doubt the most dead on cheating had the script moment pick of the whole thing. So congratulations on that, Casey. Let's talk about the series, should we, Trevor? Should we do some
Yeah,
gambling?
let's do it.
Again, please please subscribe, comments below, share with some friends. And again, we are recording prior to the series being played. We got Casey a day before they're playing. So all of this is preview, for real preview. So Diamondbacks, Predators, let's talk lines. What do you got for the line, Trevor?
All right, so I think for as far as the series goes, I think you have to make it a pick 'em. I think these teams are evenly matched. I think we are a little unsure of how the Diamondbacks are going to approach the early games of the season. I think in the season preview we talked about how I think they're going to try to see what they have pitching wise with other options. I think so. I think for that reason that you have to make it a pick 'em. These teams are going to be battling. It's going to be close games, I think. And I think it's going to come down to one big hit in the third game, likely.
Okay, Casey, can you share any insider knowledge you've got as far as how your pitching rotation is going to go, or batting lineup? Anything that can help us make a more informed number? Or my bet?
Yeah. This doesn't come out till after the series, right? Okay. Yeah. So well, first off, I think we're just going to be running with the 5-man we had last year because I don't think Jacob can make the series tomorrow. So I think game one, it's going to be a lineup of Jimmy, Jonah, Trey, and then Mike. I think Trey is a better matchup against Cratch than I would be. And then game two, it's just swapping out me and Trey, I believe. But I think Trey's starting that game, and based on how he does, I think I would be coming in after him. Of course, Jimmy's starting game one, and then game three is just kind of going to be just based on what we've seen from the previous games, who's hitting well. It's going to kind of be a game time decision. But I think the first two games are pretty set in stone what we're planning on doing.
Okay, Jimmy will pitch one, Jonah will pitch game two?
No, Trey's going to start game two.
Okay, if you said that, I missed that. I'm sorry.
Up till this point, that's the plan.
Okay. Trevor, is that what you had in the calculator for?
That's how I figured they'd do. And then, like you said, I figured game three, they'd figure it out from there. Either, if Jimmy might go, or if they have, a 2-0 lead or something, then maybe you throw somebody else, like give Casey a start, something like that. So, not that, I think that makes a little more of an even series. I think I would have the Diamondbacks if I thought for sure Jimmy was going to throw two games and like they were out to, I just feel like they obviously you want to win games, but you also want to give these guys a chance to show what they got too. So
we saw from last year winning games in the regular season was not of the highest priority for the Diamondbacks. So
that's true. That's true.
Okay. I'm going to take the Predators. I don't think Jimmy will pitch two games from what, just my prediction based upon the way he broke it down in our preseason gambling preview. So if that's cool, that'll be bet number one. If we're doing even money, I'll take the Preds.
Sounds good.
All right. And I don't envy you making this total.
No, yeah, it's tough. Tough total, no idea. I think we've done really well with the totals so far this year, right? Like we've been right around the point, right?
Yeah, just about every series, one at bat would have changed it from whatever it ended up being to the other one. So yeah, really good.
Which, I mean, MLW is harder than any other sport to do over unders because one game explosion and the number can go way over, or you can have a couple 1-0 games where it's a total of 3 or 4. So I'm gonna go 12.5 on the number. I think it's kind of right in the middle where there can be, that game 2 could get it out of hand a little bit. We saw Jimmy struggle a little bit early in the season. He said in our preview, that he likes his stuff this year. He feels better and more confident about his pitching than ever before. Ryan's obviously a great pitcher too. So you never know though. Early season type thing. So I'm gonna go 12.5.
All right, Casey, what do you think about the Predators pitching staff? I assume it'll be Cratch twice and McGlade once. Do you think that's probably accurate?
That's what we would think. I think that it's possible that we could see their rookie Longman. But I think we're kind of planning on seeing McGlade right now.
Okay.
As their number 2. But Cratch, of course, we would expect going game 1 and 3.
Okay. What do you think about that? What do you think about that total? And I guess specifically if you're facing Cratch twice, pretty tough to get runs on the board, right?
Yeah, but also I think it's early in the season. Maybe he's still kind of honing in his craft for the rest of the year. But we know how good he was last year. I think there's 2 good offenses going at each other, so I think honestly we could see more runs scored than the line.
Okay. All right. Casey likes the over. Casey had the script for the Super Bowl, so I'll go with the over. Cool, Trevor.
All right, sounds good.
All right, so I got Predators and over. You've got Diamondbacks and under. This is the last 2 MVPs, right?
Yeah.
How exciting! They saved this one for the hammer for the first slate. That's exciting. All right, Casey, what about you? What do you think specifically your role is going to be this year?
Just kind of taking advantage of the reps I get. So I'm in Michigan right now. We've been practicing over the last week. I just think getting better at being more confident at the plate and being able to provide more offense with the 4-man lineup, because it's no secret it's going to be tough for us. I mean, if Jimmy's not going to be coming up to bat every inning. And I think just also becoming an even better pitcher. I want to take that number 2 spot, obviously, but I think we got a lot of talent and a lot of guys who can do that. So I guess just my role would just be kind of backing up everyone and trying to get on base for Jim to make it harder for opposing pitchers to work through our lineup.
Trevor, you hear that? Practicing for the past week.
That's the type of dedication you want to hear. You kind of like the Diamondbacks out here. I wonder how much practice the Preds are doing.
Yeah, you have any insight on that, Casey? Do you know if the Preds are getting together?
I don't. I know Ryan and Steve have been playing on college baseball, so I don't know how much time they've had to get practice in. So maybe that's an advantage for us.
If people who watched our Grant Miller episode, I think he said none of those guys had even met each other yet, let alone practice until they showed up for the game. But practicing for the whole week beforehand, that's exciting. And I'm on the Preds, right?
Yes, you are. I like my side now, baby.
All right. Casey, do you have any other just changing gears, do you have any other insights or predictions for anything we could bet on in the sports gambling world, since you were so prescient in the Super Bowl? Who's going to win the NBA Finals? Let's do that.
This is funny. Actually, do you guys know who Dave Portnoy is? Mm-hmm. Big Celtics fan. He had a shirt on that said Celtics in 5. And when the Heat won, was it last night? He took the shirt off and it said Celtics in 6. So
pretty
I
great.
like the Heat. I think Jimmy Butler is he's the hot hand right now. I don't know much about the NBA, but that's what I do know.
All right. Heat. Trevor, what do you got for questions for Casey here as far as the series goes or anything else?
I actually don't have any questions about the series. I just wonder what his major is in college. Does he have broadcasting major? Because he's got a voice for broadcasting.
I love that you just said that. I am actually a journalism major trying to go into some sort of sports broadcasting.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, Kyle needs to tap into you, do a little play-by-play behind the mic. You got the prototypical play-by-play voice.
I appreciate it.
You show up at most series. We saw you in the background for Magic Gators. Is you there quite a bit?
Well, that was actually the first series MLW series that I've ever been to that wasn't a DBacks series. So this summer I moved to Michigan because I hope if things work out how I want them to, me and Jimmy will be doing some work on the Patreon together to help benefit me with the sports journalism. So I mean, that day that series was actually the day I moved in, so I went over there and watched the series. It was a good one to watch.
Yeah,
Nice.
That was an exciting one. Yeah. Patreon down below. Yeah, you should if you're not already following that, you guys should hop on board. Always good stuff. Jimmy's putting out good stuff regularly, and I guess now Casey will be helping out as well. All right. Series preview. Preds DBacks. Last one of Slate 1. Our preview for the beginning of Slate 2. Just to remind everybody, we'll break down whatever the first series is, and then we're gonna have a bunch of the Gators joining us, Trevor, for our fantasy draft. We just got to figure out a date and time.
All those guys do is lose, so I can't wait.
Oh boy. What was our bet? Did you have the over 3.5 for them?
For the Gators, yes,
Yeah.
I do.
How do you feel right now?
I still feel good about it, honestly.
I'd like to kick it up.
All right, we can kick it up.
The fact that they didn't win that series against the Magic, I think, spells doom for them. All right, that's all I got. You got anything else, Trevor?
Nope, that's all.
All right, Casey, it's a fantastic second appearance by you. Appreciate you stopping by and helping us preview this awesome series. Good luck to you in your playing tomorrow. So good luck and good gambling, everybody.